We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Close all the curtains, turn out the lights. This don't feel
Showtime!
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Romi and Rose Show.
Welcome to the Romi and Rose Show.
Welcome back.
Why does your name go first?
What can I say?
I'm jealous.
What can I say? I don't
Damn
get to be first in a lot of things. Can you give me this?
I think we went in alphabetical order. R-O-M-R-O-S.
You know,
I'm going to just say that.
My name's first.
I'm always like a second-class
I'm
citizen
gonna go
around
ahead.
here.
I think it's because I'm first.
First in what?
First in this.
Oh, Lord.
Just saying. Welcome back, though.
Yay.
Where were you, miss?
I was in Oklahoma for the weekend.
Doing?
And I went to, there's a really big gay and lesbian community that people don't know about.
The gays?
Yes.
Where do
because
they live?
Oklahoma is considered, to most people, a small city.
Yeah.
But it's a big city. I mean, it has the number 2 basketball team, you know, the Oklahoma Thunder. I mean,
Is that where all the gays are?
No, they're not.
Okay.
But their whole scene is like just as big as ours. People don't realize that. So I went out there and I was only supposed to go for Friday and Saturday, and I ended up staying till Monday.
Makes sense.
I stayed the whole week. I delayed my flight.
This happens every time she
I
gets
ended
to
up
people.
getting what I think is mononucleosis.
You do have that.
I'm sick in some
Yeah.
weird way. But
Did you have fun?
I had a great time. I took a gal from Los Angeles with me, though, because, you know, there's slim pickings out there.
Rose calls me last Friday, wishes me a good luck on the show, and then tells me, oh, Deb, by the way, some girl's coming with me.
Well, this is what happened.
Some girl's coming with me.
I went, she'll go nameless,
Okay.
anonymous like
you
that.
can check her Twitter
like
feed
that
and you'll all know
Bobby,
who she is.
Bobby Valentino
Okay,
song.
okay.
So basically, I was on a first date with her on a Thursday night.
Got a long first date, Debbie.
Got a little tipsy.
Yeah.
And ended up at Casa de Rosa.
Uh-huh.
And I'm on my computer drinking a bottle of Jameson, and I bought her a flight to Oklahoma. But I inadvertently spilled the bottle of Jameson on my computer. That's why I've been having a rough week.
Karma.
Karma for what?
Karma for booking this girl a ticket. God was like, you
I
know
booked
what?
her a
Ruining
ticket.
the computer so you can stop booking girls tickets everywhere.
I booked her a ticket. I went to Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
The next day she showed up.
Yeah.
And it was a grand time.
Were you happy you booked her?
Yes.
Happy. Good trip.
I'm happy I booked her and booked her. Get it?
Oh, my God. We get it.
We had a great
We
time.
always get it.
But I love my Oklahomies. Everyone, support partners.
Yeah, you go out there a lot.
I love it.
That's a good place for you.
I became friends with them, and I'm a part of their community, and we have a camaraderie that's unlike any in the country that I have with anyone else.
Well, we had a good show. We had Erica on
I
here.
know.
It was a great show. Finally, we had a real nice co-host. I thought everyone really loved Erica. We got some good feedback, and she was welcome to come back anytime.
People liked her.
She was on with her sports,
better luck than me.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
I left town, and Rose had a co-host, and it didn't go quite as well as my last
We have a pop culture show, and if you don't know pop culture, it makes it very difficult for me to pop culture. So it's like, geez, you know?
I gave Rose a co-host that was like, I don't watch TV. I don't
know anything.
Radio.
Who are the Kardashians? What are you talking about? Kanye, what? I'm like, dude, really?
Sorry.
I might as well just co-host it with a brick wall. I would have just been like,
why didn't you just take the camera off and talk to the wall?
What do you think of this? Awesome. Same shit.
Man, anyways, it's been a crazy week since you got back. It's hotter than hell.
And I have a cold.
You're sick.
How much of an oxymoron is that for it to be 100 degrees?
And you're sick
and
of the
for
cold.
me to be 100 degrees.
Well, because the thing is, you don't have the flu, you have mono.
It's a head cold.
So it's mono.
It's a head cold.
It's definitely mono.
It's not mono. I'm not contagious.
Okay.
Stop spreading rumors around me.
I'm just,
no one's gonna want to make out.
I would assume they'll still make out with you. That's the sick part.
They'll be
you
like,
could walk around.
She gave me mono.
For sure. I got mono from Rose. It'll be like a new shirt.
That's actually a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, well, we'll
copyright.
Yeah.
Our guest is going to copyright that.
We have a guest in the studio today.
Yes.
Her name is Kristen. She's
Fit a tomboy in the house.
We're going to be talking with her later, and maybe she'll make that shirt for you.
I hope so. She has
so.
really cool, amazing apparel.
Yeah.
Like we always support different. We don't really support a lot of fashion because you're the fashion guru. But she does a lot of cool stuff. She has a big show coming up in the next couple of weeks, so we want to support that, and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, and maybe you'll get your shirt like that. But it is 100 degrees.
Mono.
I hope everyone's staying cool. It's been a crazy week.
And it's like a heat wave throughout the whole Midwest because when I was in Oklahoma, it was super hot. And then I landed here and it was even hotter.
Well, they said that today's the hottest. It's getting hotter. And then I'm in Verizon today fixing something on my damn phone. And
who has Verizon anymore?
This one. I tried to argue. You should have seen me in there. I dropped the bill, though.
Were there any employees there?
There was like one that like came out of a rock and he was like, "Oh, hello."
He's like,
"I'd love to help you."
Customer.
Finally. He dusted off the computer and was like, "How can I help you?"
I mean, I have T-Mobile.
I told him, I go, nobody has Verizon anymore.
Like a
I want
out. Like T-Mobile, like all my little cousins and all like is like a teen.
They set you guys up with your Hotmail?
Yeah, the adult carriers are like AT&T and like Sprint.
Yeah.
And all the other ones and Verizon.
And
then like T-Mobile and like Metro are like the lower. And I got T-Mobile. That's weird.
I told him I'm leaving. I'm going to another person. And if you tell the network you're with you're going to another network.
I've tried that.
I did it. I sat there and I knew I wasn't going to leave, but I was like, you know what? I'm not happy with you guys.
Sounds like a relationship.
It was really, and the guy said, let me
I'm
help
leave you. And
he goes, I'm going to drop your bill. Got it dropped.
How much did he drop it by?
$50.
Whoa.
Thank you, Verizon. A shout out because I'm always tweeting how horrible you are.
Let me explain to you what happened.
What?
How long have you had Verizon?
Since I was like 10.
Okay, this is what happened.
Okay.
He didn't drop crap.
I know.
You were on an old plan, and you could have sued him for the 5 years you were on that old ass plan.
And he goes, "Oh, I better give her the current plan because she's been on this since 1982."
Speaking of old ass plan,
shit,
you need to move on and talk about this.
Okay,
because we rarely talk about old balls, and we're about.
We actually, when you were gone last Friday, we had a full conversation about old balls, old penises, and how they work.
That's disgusting.
That's why I handled it when you were gone.
Wow.
I knew what I could get away with.
I would
have
traveling. Slapped your face with that camera.
Rose is gone. It's balls talk. But speaking of old balls,
disgusting. Disgusting.
The way you say it.
That's just horrendous.
It is disgusting.
Balls are fine, but keep that shit tight. Let's move on.
Just because yours are plastic and this guy's are hanging to the ground. Clint Eastwood, we mentioned it last week. We first announced it saying, you know what, he's getting a divorce.
And no one really knew why.
No one knew why, but we did know this. He's 80, she's 40. Conversation last week was, who the hell gets divorced at 80? Where are you going to go? Clint Eastwood. Then today, breaking news hits, and we find out, hey, you know what, it's not even that bad of a breakup because apparently they're wife swapping.
Well, this is what happened.
Wife swapping.
Because my sources.
Your sources, which is Twitter.
My old ball sources tells me that, okay, the whole story, according to our sources.
Okay.
The wife, Dina, Clint Eastwood's wife, Dina.
Yep.
Her high school friend. Sweetheart guy. Yep. She went with him.
Yes.
His wife
went with Clint Eastwood.
But his wife went to speak with Mr. Eastwood and say...
Well, no one speaks with Eastwood and doesn't come out with his balls in their mouth.
Right. So she went to go speak with Mr. Eastwood and say, Mr. Eastwood, your wife is philandering with my husband.
We need to do something.
And Clint Eastwood said, let's get Dirty Harry on this. Yeah. Forget it. Let's
I think, you know what? Good for him.
He upgraded because I've seen his wife.
I've seen his wife too. And
she is not the business.
I think at the end of his years, he said, I'm not going to spend my last days with that.
She was trying to do a reality show with some boy band, which I don't know why E! Entertainment even did that.
Right.
Bad casting, bad idea, bad show, bad boy
everything.
Band, bad wife.
Bad wife.
Keep going on and on.
Yeah.
So, he, in my opinion... He's Clint Eastwood.
He's been a ladies' man.
He could have boned the husband, and he's still Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's Dirty Harry.
Yeah.
He's Clint Eastwood. Except that last movie, the Curse movie.
Justin Timberlake.
It was horrible. Hit the ball. That movie was terrible.
Please make the ball go out.
I mean, I wanted to slap his face that whole entire movie. He's better at directing because he directed Matt Damon in that soccer movie about South Africa. You know how I feel about my Africans? And he does great movies.
She loves her African.
Invictus or whatever it was an Academy nominated film. He's won Academy Award. He's a
talent. He's a star.
He's a talented man.
He's got a lot of kids, a lot of wives. And this is not the first divorce.
And I think that que sera.
Sera.
I mean, that's the way I feel about that situation.
But you know what? If your wife is going to be shady, cheat on you, and the person she's cheating on you with has a hot wife, why not get in?
I don't think that's the right way to go. But in this case, I don't do that swappy thing. I'm just saying I've never gone with someone who's been with. They've done it to me, but I was going to say
there's been a lot of exes and back exes
not
in your
with me,
circle.
But I've never gone with someone that's been a friend of someone that I was friends with ever. Because what I hold pride in, everything I touch has been new. I'm the one that damages it.
Okay, let me think really quick. Because I'm thinking of some girls right now.
Only one, the last one. Only the last one.
Okay.
And I threw her ass back across the country.
Okay.
Next topic.
All right. Anyways, moving on from old balls. We've got some reality shows that are back in the mix.
Your favorite.
My favorite show, which
here. This is your favorite,
yes,
my favorite, and the country's favorite.
Yes. Okay. First of all, I have been watching, and it's almost to the end, which is why The Voice will be on right after it. I've followed America's Got Talent the entire way through. We're coming to an end. Did you miss Howie and
I just can't stand Howie Mandel.
Him and Howard Stern kissed last week.
I love Howard Stern. He's the dude.
Yeah.
I love Mel B. And is it Heidi Klum? I like her too.
Yeah.
I mean, Howie Mandel, it's like he's a comic.
You know what? He's not that bad on it.
I don't like him.
No, he's not that bad. Anyways, the show's coming to an end. It's America's Got Talent. I mean, the best part of the show has been for me is watching Nick Cannon wear those suits every night because I love his suits. He dresses. He's
probably
point.
One of the best dressed men.
Yeah.
Next to Scott Disick.
Love him.
Them too.
Because he comes out in those suits, and I'll watch it every week just to see.
But you know
what?
Let's talk about Nick Cannon. I know I'm getting off topic, but I get really excited when anything Mariah related is brought up.
Right.
You know, he started dressing like that when she married him because
Howard said last night, how much have you gone into your wife's budget with all these outfits you keep wearing?
Thank you.
Yeah, Mariah's gonna cut you off soon. You're taking all her money.
But he didn't start dressing that dapper and snazzy until he got married.
But when he goes back and does his Wild and Out show, which is still on,
he's gonna be all ghetto.
He's still ghetto, which I love about him. And he had her on,
and I'm glad he's doing that show. That show's one of the funniest shows ever.
Really versatile. He's a great host. He's
MTV's kind of like whack with their shows, so that's gonna bring it back a little bit.
And Mariah came out on it.
And Wild and Out?
They were talking about how like Mariah let him out of his like baby's like crib or something, and all of a sudden she walks out and
I can't wait to watch that.
And came out all sexy and was like,
I can't wait to watch that.
Don't talk about my man. I was like, they're a cool couple.
I like that.
So I watch it for him. But speaking of reality shows, my favorite show, The Voice, is coming back. I'm super excited, but they are now bringing back Christina, which you watched when Christina was on.
Banging.
You watched with that show, right? When Christina and CeeLo.
I didn't watch this last season
because
I really couldn't get into Shakira.
And I loved Shakira.
I'm Latin and I couldn't understand half the shit she said.
I thought that was the best.
I was so stressed out watching the show. I was like, I'm away.
I loved it.
No.
But I'm not. Christina, like, she looks great. She's slimmed down.
Hot.
She'll never be hot. Let's not go crazy. She'll never be hot.
I swear to see Genie in a bottle, and I'm sold.
She will. That face is beat. It'll always be beat. But her body does look better.
She looks amazing. But I do love CeeLo.
I love CeeLo too.
And the reason why I love CeeLo,
I love CeeLo,
is because he does take these artists and when he's like consulting them, he takes them to like, and I'm thinking like, CeeLo, that ain't gonna work, and then they sing and they kill it.
Yeah.
So I like that. He surprises me.
I'm gonna miss Usher. I am. I really liked
cute.
Usher. I thought he was cute. He was really invested in his
But he's
team.
a true talent, and he's a true talent. You know,
and the way he taught them and trained them was such a different way. And it was special.
Don't get it twisted. Usher has a secret agenda.
Oh, I know.
He signed Bieber.
Yeah,
he signed all kinds.
Fine.
He's there looking for some talent. He's looking to pump up his label.
And he got some people out of that. So now we got Blake coming back. Blake is for anyone out there.
All I want to do is just drink with him.
Dream man.
Why?
Because he's just like a grizzly man who's just funny, stupid, and drunk.
You know what I love about Blake?
I love him.
I don't know how the drunkest country singer in the nation has won 3 trophies.
Yeah, not to mention he's always up there just dang, 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 drunk, the same like little like plaid shirt on. Keeps winning.
He's a talented man.
He's a talented man. Adam's gonna be back up there bitching about everything in life, wearing his
so
beard.
Sexy, and I don't like guys, but he's so sexy.
Adam, you are not sexy.
Adam's sexy. Christina's
not
sexy.
Ugliest cast on earth.
CeeLo is sexy ugly.
And CeeLo's not sexy ugly.
He's sexy ugly. CeeLo has so much swag that he walks around looking like a beef jerky and he's hot.
Yeah, I think Blake's the only thing that's going to keep that show alive.
Well, if he keeps winning, no one's going to tune in. They need to switch it up.
They need to just realize
They need to switch it up. Now, my favorite show is back, which I think it should have retired.
It's an old show, should have retired, just like sometimes some of the people in your life should retire.
Just like some of us in the room. American Idol is back. Now,
not going to work.
J-Lo's back.
J-Lo's
Love.
No.
Love.
No.
Randy's back.
No.
Love. Keith Urban kind of bugs me.
So hot.
Bugs me.
So hot.
But here's the thing. I'm very torn, and until I see the show, because he's one of my favorite.
He's a favorite.
He's one of my favorite romantic comedy actors.
Yes.
Hope floats.
My stepmom wrote the title song. Yes.
Shout out.
Yes. One
Harry
of the best.
Connick Jr. He's a swooner.
He's sweet, yeah.
He's a swooner.
He's your country backyard
He's not country.
boy.
Well, he's New Orleans.
Yes, he is.
He's New Orleans.
He's country.
Yeah, you're right.
And a singer, a country singer.
I mean, Harry Connick is like dreamy. He's married to Jill, whatever her name is.
Who cares? No one cares.
No, but she was like a top Victoria's Secret supermodel. They've been married for like 20-something years.
But this is an all over the board group of judges.
Here's the thing.
They're so far off.
Here's the problem that I have with this, which is okay because that's what you want.
Okay.
But I don't have youth in this thing. Like I don't have someone that's like young and sexy.
So I heard by my sources.
Please tell me because I'm pissed.
My sources.
I don't have anything to look at besides J-Lo, and I see her every day.
That's exactly what everyone said. Is that the show's old and the judges are old.
I agree.
And there's nothing young coming to the show. The voice is young.
I needed something young and sexy. Now, if they would have put like an Usher in this mix,
right?
Money. They would have did it. Now, I think with J-Lo, you have an older woman, pop star, well-rounded. Randy's Randy. He's a part of the show.
Yeah.
Keith Urban, you need your country mix up in there.
But not two.
They should have did something differently with Harry Connick. Well, Harry Connick's considered jazz, but still, they should have did something differently. I think they should have picked a more of an R&B, younger person, whether it's a boy or girl. I heard they were trying to get Jennifer Hudson. Too busy. Thanks, American Idol. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
I heard they tried to get a couple of other alums, and everyone was too big. They're too big.
Right.
I mean, why would Jennifer Hudson want to go back to where she blew up?
No.
First off, she didn't win.
Yeah.
But she won an Oscar.
Yeah.
Why am I going to go back to that mess?
Well, half the people that left American Idol didn't even leave with a good taste in their mouth with American Idol because of all the contracts
when you
they
think
gave
about
them,
American Idol still produces some really good talent. That, not taking anything away because The Voice is a better show to watch. It's more entertaining.
It's younger,
but
it's
all their 3 winners didn't do crap.
Right.
But
you know what? Who cares if they do crap?
A lot of winners on American Idol, even winners that didn't win.
Right. We talked about this when Anne-Marie was here.
Clay Aiken's like the number 1 gay in the world.
Okay,
Ruben Studdard is on America's Biggest Loser.
There's no way Clay could be the biggest gay in the world. That kid can't be the biggest anything in the world.
I miss him though. He had the
You
best
do not
voice.
miss Clay.
I do.
No one misses Clay.
If Clay Aiken stars on Broadway, I will go see him.
I'm pissed at you right now.
I'm just saying. Moving on. Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
Dancing with the Stars.
This is your mother's favorite show, right?
And mine.
Okay.
Now here's the thing about
Rose's
Dancing with
house
the Stars.
looks like Dancing with the Stars.
What people don't realize about these shows that we're speaking of, they always have Spanish versions of them.
Yes.
And I come from a Latin American household.
No.
Yes, I do.
No way.
So then, like my mom says, "Come watch Dancing with the Stars."
When she wears her sparkly
I'll make
dress,
you some dinner. We'll hang out. I have a little bottle of wine for. I'm like, oh, great evening with my family. And it's not the real Dancing with the Stars. It's the Spanish version. It's called Baila Conmigo Arriba Ahora, and it's like Paulina Rubio and all these people, and I'm like,
they're probably hotter than the ones that are on my damn show.
I'm like pissed.
I can't.
So I ended up getting them into, and the rule is we watch both.
Yeah.
So my family is into this.
They're
very happy to see Snooki as the cast.
Let's discuss the new cast because this is an interesting one. And I had the privilege.
They had better ones than last time.
I had the privilege of dressing Jack in his suit that he wore on Good Morning America this week.
That's good because he looks good.
To announce it, we dressed him.
Can we talk about how handsome he looks
in
now?
his Moods of Norway suit.
Can we talk about how handsome he is now?
How sweet he is too.
But he's gotten like really cute.
He came in.
Those
so
Osborne
nice.
kids were unfortunate.
No, but
and
they look great.
Now they're gorgeous
and really held together. Very grateful. I think he looked the best dressed on Good Morning
Kelly's
America.
beautiful,
gorgeous,
and even the mom's pretty.
They're all gorgeous.
Ozzy's he's a rat. But Jack Osborne, I saw him
think it's good.
on TVs doing a lot of press.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that him and his wife lost their baby. That's sad. They just lost the baby.
Oh, God.
I know. I don't mean to bring you guys down, but we do bring pop culture.
Oh, man.
But he is gorgeous. And when they showed him, he's now active, fit.
Yeah.
He works out. He's been diagnosed with MS.
I know.
But he says that the dancing's helping him because he has no symptoms.
I thought it was great. I thought that was awesome that they brought him on. I do. He's a super nice guy. Hope he does well.
Now, you know who I'm excited about?
Okay.
Showgirls, baby.
Elizabeth Berkley.
Better known as Saved by the Bells. What was her name?
She was I'm a maniac on the run.
I just remember that episode where she did
crying drugs. That's
annoying.
when she started singing that.
Yeah, whatever.
She actually came in to my old work to get her vagina waxed.
Whoa.
And the girls in the place were like, who's doing it? Who's doing it?
That made me want her more.
Mind you, the girl that I had that did the waxing for vaginas was a lesbian.
That's weird.
So weird. I let her have it. I said, that's all you. Go to town, honey. Let me know how it is.
That's some trickery.
Well, she already put it all out there on Showgirls. Mono.
Sorry, my mono. All right. I don't know who Brad Daughtry is.
No one knows.
Pretty Little Liars is a big show.
Okay, so he's on it.
Now, Corbin Bleu from High School Musical. If we're still referencing High School Musical, you need to get a new job.
Okay, new job. Okay, I don't know who these people are.
Now, Valerie Harper is amazing. She was diagnosed with brain cancer. Glad she's back.
This is like the handicap version of Dancing with the Stars.
Hold up. It gets better.
Everyone has a medical condition.
Now it's getting good. We got Keyshawn Johnson, who not only is one of my favorite announcers in the NFL, he's a USC alum. He's a great receiver in the NFL. I'm excited. All athletes do really well.
They do well because they're athletes.
And they're coordinated.
Yeah, they've got it.
I think Keyshawn is going to be a front runner. Might do
Here
really well.
Here we go. The voice, personality.
Christina Milian.
That girl's the worst host on earth.
She's the best.
Worst host.
Beautiful.
Watch her host
Stop
The Voice,
hating.
you guys. Hey, over to you, Carson.
Stop hating. She's hot. She's gorgeous.
Horrible host.
She was done wrong.
She's wrong.
The dream.
No, she's...
So I have like a lot of love for her because that baby she made was beautiful.
No.
The dream's an asshole. Let's move on.
Please get her a hosting
and
teacher.
The most famous.
This is the best.
Snooki.
No.
Snooki, baby.
How could you pass Bill Nye the Science Guy?
I just don't even want to talk about
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Weren't you born the same year that show came out?
I think I was on that show.
I think you were.
But
Snooki and then Bill Nye.
No, it's Snooki and that's it.
It's not Snook. Okay.
I can't wait to see JWoww cheer on her homegirl as she wins the golden ball. Snooki lost weight.
She's going to lose even more weight.
She's got that little baby.
Yep.
She's got something to fight for. Now, Lorenzo. No, he's so cute. I follow them on Twitter, on Instagram, and she posts the cutest videos of him. He's so adorable.
You and the rest of the world follows them.
I love him.
You acted like that was a special relationship you two have.
She used to Instagram pictures of her and Gianni, her fiance.
Yep.
Never see him anymore.
Well,
only the baby.
He's done his part.
I only see the baby.
He's done his part.
And then I get confused because he's so tiny. He looks like the baby now.
They look the same.
I don't even know who's
I think they're the same name too.
And then they have Leah Remini.
She's gone through that whole Scientology thing, right?
Kings and Queens.
Her husband's in Mars.
Funny show. And basically, she's being outed by the Scientologists.
Right.
So in order for her to keep her visibility and not have Tom Cruise kill her, she came on the show.
She's got to do this.
Yes.
He will come after you.
And one of my faves.
Yes.
And I don't know how she's doing both, but people keep an eye out. Amber Riley from Glee might win this.
People keep an eye out.
Not only is she already an amazing performer on Glee, she is paired with the multi-championship.
He's the best.
And one of the sexiest men on that show besides Maxim.
Okay.
Derek Huff. Even though I think he's Ryan Seacrest's boyfriend.
They have to be, right?
Yeah, I think they're secretly in love.
Well, wasn't Ryan with his sister? Or?
That's a cover-up.
Oh,
breaking news.
You just put bullshit out there and called it breaking news.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Sources have told me.
No source told her. It's all intuition.
Sources have told me.
Sources is Roses Garcia's head.
All of a sudden, Ryan Seacrest and Derek Huff were best friends. Right. The moment that relationship ended, I don't see them hanging out anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
You hang out with my exes?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're not together.
That doesn't mean anything. So I think there's some gayness.
You hang out with my exes.
Exactly.
I don't like it.
All right. Let's move on to a couple more topics before we take a break and bring on our guests.
Let's just bring out the Kardashian news, can we?
Now,
because they're always in the news right now.
We're gonna do a whole run through of the Kardashian family.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna take a break.
Okay.
But this is probably one of the highlights of my week.
That shows what your week is like.
The moment I saw this photo, I promise you, I hit pause.
You loved it.
Pause on my
You loved it.
DVR and rewounded it just to focus on the photos.
Wait, say that again. You rewounded it?
Rewinded it.
Okay, she rewounded it, everyone.
Kim Kardashian is now blonde.
Breaking news, everybody.
You're
welcome.
Amazing.
She looks the same.
No, amazing.
The same.
Amazing.
I like her. I like her baby. I like her guy. I like their whole little
thing. But can I explain to you something about what I was told? Because I had an ex-girlfriend, several of them, that were not naturally blonde.
No.
And I would always say,
You've had how many Latin girlfriends that think they're white?
A lot.
Okay.
But I would always ask them, like, here you go to the salon because your roots grow. You're constantly
been bleached.
You're constantly doing this a lot. And the upkeep is a lot. Why do you do this?
Right.
Now, this is what I've heard from these ladies of mine.
I'll tell you if it's true.
And you will tell me because you know all this. I don't really care. They say it makes them look thinner when you're blonde.
That's bullshit.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Just so you know, in any kind of beauty with contouring, anyone who contours their face for makeup to slim, what is the one color you have to do to make someone look chiseled and slimmer?
Tan. Bronze.
Darker.
Bronze.
They are so dumb.
Okay.
Any contouring is brown.
Well, that just shows
black
the kind of girls
is slimming,
I did.
and anything dark women is slimming. If you put white on and you highlight things and have blonde hair, you are not looking slimmer. You're an idiot.
So all my exes out there who are probably watching the show, because I'm sure you tape it and watch it over and over again.
But they also didn't speak good English, and it might have been like a language barrier when they were communicating with you.
These were the ones later in life that spoke perfect English.
Oh, after you give them classes.
They just didn't write very well. Okay. But at the end of the day, love or hate the blonde hair?
Hate it.
Really?
Hated it.
I would have thought you would have loved it.
Hated it. She looks on point when it is dark, sleek, and she's just...
No, I agree.
Like dark princess.
I agree with you.
There's enough blondes.
That's her pretty look.
That's her look.
It's clean. It's sleek.
It's
I get
sexy.
it. But when I saw it, it was like I had a new girlfriend.
Very
washed
out.
She's not my girlfriend.
Very
so
washed
I could imagine how Kanye felt.
It would be like you showing up one day with bleached hair and I'd slap you.
I would never.
Full head to toe.
Or like with an ombre.
Okay, your ombre looked good.
Whatever.
You're welcome for a trend. One trend in your life.
Moving on to one of my favorite people in the whole entire world.
Okay.
When I heard this news, it came second to the blonde hair.
Okay.
I'm going to this front row.
I know you are. This is all you.
Kanye West announced his tour. Okay? That's not the big news. Mm-hmm. The person who's going to open for him, none other than Los Angeles' very own Kendrick Lamar.
You're going to be there.
Yeah.
Hate it or love it.
Now, love. Are you kidding? Because one thing I love about Kanye, because he has good music, which is his record label.
Yeah.
He'll probably have a couple of other people on there before.
Oh, yeah.
And he always throws on a good show.
Yeah.
But to bring in just as much of a
big star.
It shows people think he has a big ego.
Right.
But to bring in a rapper that's right now better than him in a sense.
Well, he doesn't think that.
He does.
No,
he knows that.
No.
Everyone in the rap game knows that.
But he doesn't think that.
Kendrick Lamar was voted on every Vibe.
But Kanye doesn't believe anything's better than him.
But for him to bring in Kendrick Lamar for the rap world, for us that love that, that's probably one of the biggest tickets like in years.
Well, he's thinking if you're going to be that good and you're getting all this attention,
you need to be mine.
You better be associated to me in some way or another because I need that attention.
And
I'm not letting someone else walk with the attention when I need it.
This concert, I'm extremely excited about.
Uh-huh.
And what I'm more excited about, and the way Kanye does things, their Staples Center appearance is the end of October.
Okay.
And then Drake's is like in November.
I'm really loving Drake's new song, by the way.
I'll tell you how that concert is.
Okay, you tell me how it is.
And I might go to Rock the Bells this weekend. I've been a little sick, so I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. Now
let's talk about
the last one.
The other Lamar, the other Chloe. Everybody knows, we talked about this last week as well, that he was in rehab. He got arrested last Friday for DUI.
This fool needs to get bitch slapped.
He went into jail for, I think, a day and then was released. But she also just tweeted this morning, "I love you, boo," to him. She's expressing her support and her love for him.
He ain't calling her back.
She's still sending her love.
He ain't calling her back.
Well.
Okay, now, let me explain to you guys how I knew this was going down like 3 years ago. Can I tell you why? Can I tell you guys why? Remember when Chloe and Lamar had their show together?
Yeah.
Remember his dumpy ass little friend? That little tag-along fool that stayed in all that little messy ass guy?
No, I don't remember him.
That guy looked disheveled, like he drank, like he did some coke.
That was his crack dealer.
That's his best friend.
His crack dealer.
And they grew up together, and he talks about, his name was Jamie.
Yeah.
He talks about, because Chloe's like, why are you hanging out with Jamie all the time? Why are you supporting Jamie all the time? Why are you taking care of Jamie all the time?
They had drug running through the house.
And he's like, oh, that's my boy, and Jamie had a car accident. It was this whole thing. So Jamie was kind of like his Rob Kardashian.
His little twist.
His Rob Kardashian. Mm-hmm. So I personally think that obviously for those who follow the NBA,
right,
he had this problem years ago.
Of course.
He came out of it, cleaned himself up.
Right.
Stellar athlete.
Right.
I personally think that when they pulled out of doing Lamar and Chloe back a year and a half ago,
right,
that's been going on since then.
Well, what do you think about her supporting her man through it all?
She loves him. They're married. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Someone that has a drug problem
doesn't mean they're a bad guy. I agree.
I mean, he's a good athlete. He's a good role model. It's just he has an addiction. And if you looked at the family dynamic when they brought his father on, the daddy's like a mess.
Yeah.
And the dad it was so sad to see like Lamar wanting his father's love.
Right.
And then the dad's like, yo, can you hook me up with some tickets? Give me some money, man. I mean, straight up on camera.
Yeah.
And you'd see his face just like change.
Like you're embarrassing me.
No, like not even that.
Just sad for him.
Sad.
Yeah.
Like you're my father.
I think this though, and I think that a lot of people don't realize sometimes as a wife, it takes a lot more strength to stand by your man when they're going through something like this, and it takes a weaker woman to walk away.
I don't care.
I do.
I don't care about the wife part.
I think Chloe is standing by her man, and that takes a lot of strength with the public viewing them, watching them, and it's embarrassing to their family.
I think the way they're handling the situation is a little odd, considering that it's such a big deal because it really is.
It is, but they can't avoid press with it.
But they should address it, and they should address it in a way where they can sort of shed a little bit more of a positive light as opposed to.
And who's to say they won't once he's cleaned up and in the place to do his interviews?
He left rehab. He was on there for 24
hours.
Yeah,
but eventually he'll have his Oprah moment and he'll sit down with Oprah and they'll discuss
about
his addiction.
But I think what's happening right now is the Kardashians don't have control over him.
No.
And I think he's pretty much just saying, F you. I'm doing my own thing. He went into rehab because who knows whatever reason.
Right.
He walked out because he wants to have control. And until he gives up and surrenders to the fact that he has an addiction, it's not going to happen. I think personally her standing by him is her doing it for show. They have not lived together since May.
I don't think it is.
I'm just being honest. She hasn't spoken to the dude since May. Since May.
But they did that tweet that was like from a long time ago.
Yeah.
She's retweeting pictures of them.
Right. They have not seen each other since May.
Yeah.
And they're saying since May up until now, he's had a lot of putang in the mix.
Well.
So he's getting drugged out, doing stuff.
Of course he's had a lot.
And he doesn't want to be with her. He doesn't want to be with her.
If you're a drug addict and you're hiding out, of course you're getting stuff on the side.
It's a lot of stress to be in that family. And he has 2 children he's dealing with as well. And it's just like, I mean, here you go from being Lamar Odom from the Lakers to being a Kardashian.
Soon as you're in the Kardashian mix, it's like even now when they do Kardashian news, though, and even with us,
unless you're Kanye,
but he's now in the Kardashian family, and when they do Kardashian news, he's a part of that, and that's how it was with Lamar, whatever. Like you're no longer your just identity celebrity, you're part of the Kardashian drama now, and that can be a double.
And I think with someone like Kanye having his own identity before he came to that group of people,
he's gonna have his moment though where he tells the Kardashians to fuck off.
I think with Lamar wasn't as famous, until he came, pop culture-wise. Yeah. And that may be a lot to handle with someone who has addiction issues. Yeah. So we pray for you, Lamar. We hope you get well.
Yep.
Chloe, brush your hair, do something.
Her hair looks good. Okay, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we've got Kristen in here with Fitted Tomboy.
Yep.
All right, bye.
We'll be back.
Make it weak.
I like the snazzy little jazz
Did you
number
like
you got
that?
going on. This little R&B thing. Hey,
Felt like I was on a morning show.
we
I
kind
was
of
in
are.
my coffee.
I just woke up.
Girl, it is not morning. Stop.
Hi.
Kristen, welcome.
Yay, we have Kristen
Welcome.
from Fitted Tomboy up in the house.
Now it's at Fitted Tomboy
Yes,
with the
Fitted Tomboy,
eyes.
all eyes.
Spell that out.
FITTIDTOMBOI.
There you go.
It's special. It's gotta keep it. You gotta keep it.
So for
special.
everyone
Yeah,
looking
fitted.
for you,
just like this.
Yeah,
right here.
fitted, like a
where,
fitted hat.
where could they find you when they're looking for you? Because people like to be interactive and go online and try to find who you are as we interview you.
Okay, well, just so you know, it's tomboy clothing, masculine clothing for women, men, whoever wants to wear it. But you can find it on fittedtomboy.com. So FITTIDTOMBOI. It's
All eyes, baby.
not with an E, only with an I. So,
Okay,
Yeah.
Fitted Tomboy.
Yes.
And then it's www.fittedtomboy.com at Twitter.
At Twitter,
all the
everything's
Everything's all the same.
Instagram, Pinterest, all that. You know,
Everything.
Social media.
Vine, everyone?
Yeah.
Everything.
So let us
Everything,
know,
yeah.
first off, what made you come up with the line and what was the inspiration for it?
And you're
Okay.
wearing it.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
me right here. Well, that's what it is. It's my style, and I always found that it's hard to find men's clothing in smaller sizes. So for me, it was just a way of personally having selection that I could enjoy wearing. You know, like
Yeah, because
I'm a
girls are
tomboy,
cut
yeah.
a certain way,
Yeah.
but you want to dress a little bit in the boy style.
Right, exactly. And I wanted to be me, but I didn't want to be a man. So I wanted to give that accessibility to other people where you look good and feel good, but also have your own masculine style. So it's just a way to combine the two and have a place of your own.
Now,
So
this is our fashion
Yeah.
connoisseur. So
Yours-
she's going to have more fashion-related questions.
Your shirts
Mm-hmm.
and everything, then, when you guys cut them and when you guys, whoever does it,
Yeah.
what are your cuts? How are you doing the silhouettes
So-
for women? Where do
Right.
you find them?
Basically, what I do is offer the smaller sizes. So we do have our own collection that's made and
That you
cut
guys
and
designed,
tailored,
okay.
That's designed for us, Fitted Tomboy.
Mhm.
And then I carry multiple brands. So
Mhm.
I'm actually wearing one of our other designers called Bravo. I have GQA, which is like a royal type of queen apparel.
Okay.
Pride clothing, which was I Don't Even Think Straight. That was a clothing line that I carried.
So your
And it
website
just-
carries multiple
brands,
brands,
but
and
it's
then your
just
own.
smaller sizes of men's clothing and
That'll
the
fit a
of
woman
yeah.
properly.
What-
We kind of have that
and
tomboy edge.
accessories, yeah, hats, especially hats. Like I'll have a lot of really cool like.
Yeah, I've seen. I love your stuff. Yeah.
floral designs, snapbacks and strapbacks with leather. So it's all just creative.
And what's different about your guys' hats then
Yeah.
in comparison to a lot of other fitted hat sites?
Well-
What do you think is really special about?
It's about being who you are. Being fitted is looking good and feeling good, you know. And so, being a tomboy, we like to wear hats, like
Because
you
like
know,
the
she
slang,
wears hats
like
all
the
time,
slang for fitted means
Yeah.
like you look
Yeah.
tight, you
Yeah.
look
Yeah,
good,
yeah, it's
and
fit
then
for you,
tomboy.
yeah,
So it's like
tomboy.
fitted tomboy synonymous with both. So
Yeah, it's like combining the two, and so it's a place where you can just be yourself and look good in the process. You know?
Nice. And did you start this all on your own?
Yeah, I did.
This is your
yeah.
own idea? This
Yeah,
is your
I
own
founded the
creation?
idea, but I have a lot of support. I have two great best friends, business partners that support me with this also, and
Nice.
we are out in the scene a lot. You know, we're very social. It's a social thing.
and you guys
know?
support a lot of
Yeah.
local events as well,
Exactly,
and
yeah.
you've been a present fixture
Yes.
in the event in the events in the community.
Exactly.
And a lot of people wear your stuff.
Yeah, it's basically a one-stop shop where you can find things to do, you can find stuff to wear, and you just have fun in the process. So in that, we're actually having an event coming up.
Yeah, you have a
fashion
big
show.
event
Fashion
coming
show
up.
coming
Yes.
up, right? Yeah.
Tell
It's-
everybody what the date is and what it's all about.
So it's actually a part of a traveling fashion show, all stud masculine women, tomboys, coming from the East Coast. It's called
Oh, wow.
Yeah, What is Butch? It's a movement, and they have shows in different cities. They had it in Oakland, Ohio, Pittsburgh, and Atlanta. So a lot of major cities. So LA is like a huge place. So I'm co-producing it with this company, and it's on Saturday, September 28th, which is actually my birthday.
Yay!
Also. Yeah. So
Speak in here a little bit, babe.
so on Saturday, September 28th, we're gonna have everyone in West Hollywood at the Metropolitan nightclub. And it's just right across the street from the Abbey, so it's really centrally located.
Yeah.
The doors open at 5, and the show is at 6. So
it's
you
an
want to be there early.
It's an early show.
Yes, because we have the after party, which is included for the
With
night
the
called
tickets,
Vanity.
yeah.
It's
Okay,
called
okay.
Vanity.
And I heard you said Mary Lambert was performing.
Yes. So we have performers along with the show also, and Mary Lambert, the singer from Macklemore's "Same Love."
Yeah.
You know,
That's a
she
huge
keeps
song.
me warm.
I mean, it's not even a huge song just in our community. It's a huge song all over the
yeah,
worldwide.
It's all about equality and expression of who you are, and so she's right on board with us to support the movement of feeling good and being, gay and proud, basically.
That's awesome.
So
do you guys have
want to see her at this show, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have any like girly girl, feminine girls that are wearing the clothes? Not really.
I've seen a lot of girls wear your stuff.
There's a
they can though, right?
Anybody.
It's for everybody.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of femme girls wear a lot of your stuff.
It's hats and shirts and anything, and people can wear it. Men,
and like people could do like what Romi does. Like she'll take a shirt and turn it into a dress.
Yeah, cut it up.
I mean, in like 2 seconds.
So it's definitely focused on your guys' personality, your style,
inspiration.
But it's definitely for everybody.
Yes, it's
everyone
inspired.
who comes can find something for themselves.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's inspired by that, and so the show is actually multiple brands. It's not just Fitted Tomboy.
It's your whole site.
A couple of different collections, just to give exposure to up and coming brands with this same style, so that you can have a place. And the models themselves are not famous models. They're girls that we know within the community who have a place that they can be on the runway and
that's
look
really awesome, because it's kind of like a community sort of gathering, and you guys are all supporting each other to get notoriety to something that you guys feel other people need. There's a lot of butchy girls out there that'll go to their local Gap or to their Kenneth Cole or to whatever they need to go to and not have the proper fit and feel like they can't really.
Exactly.
So, well, I think it's been something that women have been struggling with for a very long time. And I see it in fashion, and I dress a lot of women who come into my store for suits and stuff, and I'm dressing them in men's suits. Granted, I have to do a lot of tailoring, and it's expensive to fit a man's, silhouette on a woman, and we see it all the time. Right. And I think more brands, and we've had other designers on the show as well that are trying to branch out and say, hey, there's a market for this, and somebody has to start bringing that in there.
There's a market, there's a want, and the fact that you guys are putting it out there and exposing it to the community is really awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
And where do you see your line going after this show, and what do you hope for the future in order for it to be exposed?
Well, right now it's just accessories and hats and shirts, but we're designing a full collection. So it's all lifestyle wear, from the vest to shoes to, ties and bow ties and all this kind of stuff.
Underwear.
Yes, exactly.
Underwear's always a big thing with the ladies. So they always want their boys. Yeah. That's smart.
So when you have your full collection, you're going to have to come back so we can see that.
Oh, of course. I'll bring you guys gifts.
Let everybody know again when your show is, where they can get tickets, and where they can find you, so we make sure everyone out there goes to check out Prestige.
Yes. Okay. It's Saturday, September 28th. It's in West Hollywood. The tickets are only available online, so you need to go to prestigela.eventbee.com. That's prestigela.eventbee.com. And you can also
Can they get them on your website?
On the website,
okay, great.
There's a link there too.
So fittedtomboy.com. They can go there and get your website. I'm going to be at the show, so I'm excited. I'm going to be there to support them.
There you go. That's a draw.
I am a tomboy.
Yes, you are.
She does. You know what? The funny thing is your line and her. Nobody would ever think that would be a match, but this is one of your clients because.
Well, I love all their hats and stuff.
She will turn into a tomboy. On any day, like those heels are off, and she thinks she's a dude. Attitude, she embraces the man that is trying to get out of her, and your clothes are perfect.
But I get the idea of what she's saying, because there are a lot of girls, even femme girls, that just want to dress down and but still look cute and still have that edge.
I go through it. I mean, there are days. I've got a shaved head. I'll throw a hat on and wear baggy jeans with a tank top. But it just it's a part of the fashion. It's what people need to be putting out there for everyone.
And boys can wear your stuff too. It's not necessarily where it has to be girls.
Well, that's what I like that you said that though. I like that you said you want to dress like you, but you don't want to be a man. And I think that's really important because a lot of people get confused and like, oh, that girl wants to be a guy. And it's like, that's not true. Yeah. They want to be them. They feel comfortable. That's what they feel comfortable in. It's not about
you just don't feel comfortable in a dress and heels.
It's about clothes for everyone.
Look saucy fitted.
Right. Yeah, saucy.
Exactly.
There you
that's
go.
Your thing.
There you go.
That's where it comes from. Yeah. But thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
And all are welcome. Everyone is welcome to the
fashion. Talk in here so they can hear you.
It's not a gay and lesbian event.
No.
It's a fashion event.
That means I'm invited too, bitches.
Oh, Lord. She said everyone. She said everyone but you.
It's normally the invite goes like that. Am I in my own little? What about the buys? Is there a buy table? I'm alone. I'm just sitting with my buy flag.
Everyone's awesome. Yes.
All right, so we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna finish up with all of our pop culture stuff, so we can have Kristen laughing in the corner and making fun of us.
Yes.
Again, fittedtomboy.com. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Yes.
And we look forward to the event, Prestige, on the 28th.
28th.
We will be there.
Thank you so much. Got it.
Thank you.
Man, what was you doing, man? What's up with that? Man, I was doing the Hey, yo, man.
this is Romi Klinger.
This is Rose Garcia.
And we are inviting you to join us for the Romi and Rose Show every Friday at 4 p.m. Tune in for the Romi and Rose Show. We're going to be talking about pop culture, dating, business 101, what's ratchet, what's not ratchet, and music and so much more. So don't forget, tune in to the Romi and Rose Show. About to get real.
Exclusively on latalklive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio, R&B, or watch us on Ustream.tv. Reality show handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
We're real talk.
This is Brett Chapin.
And this is Dorothy Dillingham Blue, inviting you to join us every Saturday at noon Pacific Standard Time for our show, La La Land Talk.
Join us as we talk with some of the top talent in LA. Artists' untold stories, your phone calls, and live on-location broadcasts have made La La Land one of the best sources in LA for everything entertainment.
So don't forget to tune in to La La Land Talk.
Exclusively on latalklive.com.
You can also catch us on iTunes Radio, R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, and now Stitcher Radio. Or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com.
Saturdays at noon Pacific Time. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/LaLaLandTalk, Twitter, twitter.com/LaLaLandTalk. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live.
And we are more than just talk. I think we've got a Shakespeare monologue or two we could do. Yeah.
Jazz hands.
Kickball change.
Good
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
I'll do some Pippin.
Ooh, yeah. Some miming. I'm in a box.
Welcome back. You are watching the Romi and Rose Show.
That we are.
That was wonderful. Kristen sitting with us talking about Fitted Tomboy.
Fitted Tomboy, baby.
All right, but let's
Support
get back.
the movement.
Let's get back to some really important, groundbreaking, worldwide news.
She was.
Come on, that's what we do, right? Isn't that what the show does?
Actually, she's kind of hot though, so I'm excited about this.
Not kind of hot. She's like from Orange County. Remember, like Disneyland days. I have been no doubt fan.
What does that have to do with her hotness?
Because
what does Orange County have to do with her hotness?
It's relatable.
Oh, wow.
It's relatable.
Land the plane, get to the news.
Fine. Gwen Stefani is supposedly pregnant again with her third baby with Gavin Rosdale.
She's 43.
43. When I saw that, I was like, God, I didn't realize how old she was getting.
She looks banging.
Her husband's 47. He's banging.
Hot.
They're
He's
just
hot.
a banging family.
But the husband's a bisexual.
He's not a bisexual.
He admitted to being with the
He's
guy.
not. Okay.
Yes, he did. He said he had a long-term affair with a man. That is
he's had
you don't accidentally fall on a pee-pee.
And I agree.
Sorry.
I agree there. If you had a penis at any point, you have to be at least gay.
You want to be there.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree with you there. So anyway, she's married to a gay guy, Gavin Rosdale. So
get the news right.
Okay, so Gwen Stefani and her homo boyfriend or husband have a third baby coming along.
Their two babies are cute as heck.
Super cute.
That little Kingston
7,
kid,
Zuma 5.
He dresses up with his hair done all kinds of cool ways.
Well, she's the most creative
Zuma was
fashionista.
he's just kind of there.
No, stop. He's not kind of there.
I don't really see him in pictures too much. But Kingston's
I don't see him in pictures too much. They're not hiding him.
Kingston's like always
Killing
dressed dope.
Yeah.
He always has like cool hair.
Well, they look like their mom. They look like she puts her little twist of fashion on them. They've got green hair, shaved heads. They're very British looking.
They're very British, cute looking kids.
Very cute.
Why doesn't Chris Martin and what's her name's kid look like that?
Apple?
They don't look like that.
Well, I don't think that their parents are as fashion forward as the gay guy Gavin and Gwen.
They just said that Gwen, the other Gwen, Gwyneth Paltrow, was the most beautiful woman in the world.
I would have rather seen Gwen Stefani on the cover.
I agree. I would have rather seen the green-headed kid on the cover.
I'd rather see Gavin as the prettiest woman of the year.
I mean,
I would.
Let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real. Anyways, congratulations, Gwen Stefani. If it's true, your kids are awesome, very fashionable,
very cute.
Let
the little one come out more.
I can't.
He's kind of hiding.
They're not hiding him. It's not.
I hardly see him.
I hate you right now.
I just hardly see him.
I hate you right now with that. I hardly see him. I'm just saying.
I'm just concerned. I see her abs more than I do the kid. And the daddy's abs.
I'm not even mad at it.
I see the daddy's gayness more than I see the kid.
I see his gayness all the time. Okay, speaking of gay, they have the new cast for 50 Shades of Grey.
This is not
Let me tell
gay.
you why it's gay. Because the guy they just announced, mind you, I read this book, The Porno for Moms, okay? I was very excited to see who they'd cast. They ended up releasing who was going to play.
I'm upset.
Christian Grey. Hold up, and I'll tell you why this is gay. And who's playing?
Because he had a gay scene.
He was a gay character on the UK
but,
Queer. He was.
I mean,
you said if you fall on a penis once, you're gay. He fell on a penis a few times.
I understand, but that's not what I'm concerned about. What I'm concerned about is when they describe these characters. Now, the girl was cast. I think it's okay. I think she's fine.
Did you read it?
I've heard the description of the cast.
Okay, but I read the book.
You think he's good casting?
No.
Thank you.
I don't think she is either.
Matt Bomer should have been the cast.
Just so everyone knows. Okay, Christian Grey is Charlie Hunnam, whatever the hell his name is, from Sons of Anarchy. He's one of the British guy with the beard.
I just don't trust anyone with the blonde beard. I'm sorry.
I can't.
Like, his beard is blonde. It looks flesh colored.
I would have preferred your ass playing Christian Grey than this guy. I really would.
He has a flesh colored beard. You know what that reminds me of? Spencer Pratt.
Oh, God.
That's what he looks like.
You're right.
I remember about everything.
You're right.
Sorry, Mr. Charlie.
Sorry.
Not good.
Well, here's the problem.
I wanted that guy, Matt Bomer, who's the black-haired, blue-eyed gentleman.
Everyone agreed that we all, and I've heard this from multiple people, and even when you read the book, it was a darker man that played this guy. It was just a darker, sexier dude that this guy does not look or feel the part. I understand that they're trying to bring people that are not as well known.
But let me explain to you the same brouhaha that I experienced not too many years ago. Back in the day when they were having the casting for Twilight, everyone flipped out when it was Robert Pattinson because he was not known.
Right, which is what they're doing.
No one liked him.
Right, I love him.
He was the Harry Potter guy.
He's the hottest
Everyone's
guy.
Everyone's like, how is he going to do this? And he nailed Edward. And then everyone hated that Bella was Bella.
Yeah.
And she did a good job.
Which is what they're doing. And
so what I think they're going to do is he's going to sit down on a barbershop chair and they're going to throw some
dye on his hair.
Exactly.
You're right. Exactly. He's going to get some color.
His body's hot.
Okay. Dakota Johnson is playing Anastasia. This is Dawn Johnson and Melanie Griffith's daughter. She's cute. She's royalty. She had her ass on TV when she was in the Social Network with Justin Timberlake, and her little butt was on there.
And she was hot.
And she was hot. She's a cute girl. She's the same kind of Kristen Stewart thing, though, where it's like, they're cute.
But you're not sure.
You're not sure, and then somehow they're going to be, like, super sexy.
Well, this is what I think's going to happen.
They need to dye her hair, too.
Knowing that Don Johnson's her daddy, who's Miami Vice, and he's a badass.
And her mom's
Griffith, who's married to Antonio Banderas.
Yes.
I think between stepdaddy, daddy, and mama, she's going to figure it out.
Well, she's got to have an inner slut in her because this is going to be one of the raciest roles.
She's going to knock it out of the park.
She's going to get laid a lot on television. She's going to
knock it out of the park.
She's going to have a lot of things around her face.
Trust me, this girl is going to be the bomb. Now, the guy, I'm a little suspicious.
Yeah.
But this suspiciousness is going to be okay.
She's had a few scenes, and she hasn't done a ton, but on some of the work that she has done, she's always naked, so she's very comfortable. Her mom was one of the sexiest women back in the day.
She's a little older, but
back in the day,
and Don Johnson, I mean, he was Miami Vice, dude. He was Crockett.
She's about to handle this.
That's what I said.
She's about to handle it.
And her grandmother
is a whore.
I'm taking it back.
A whore.
It's Tippi Hedren, baby.
It's a family of sluts.
It's a family of sluts and hoes and pimp daddies. And they're
about to handle this.
You can't get any sexier than stepdaddy Antonio Banderas.
I bet you Melanie auditioned for the role, and they said, "Let's just take your daughter."
They're like,
Melanie, you got to leave, honey.
Melanie auditioned. Brought the kid, and they picked the kid.
We'll take your kid, honey.
Yeah,
we'll take your kid.
I agree.
So
moving on.
Yes.
Now we have
more gay
Demi Lovato, who is one of the judges on the X Factor. And by the way, you know what I realized about
tell me, Rose Garcia.
I like her music.
I love that you've realized this about yourself.
I didn't know it was her.
You had a come to God moment.
I was listening to Kiss FM because Power was on commercial.
Right.
And this song came on, and I was like, yo, this song is cute, right? And I'm all singing. I'm like, well, I know the words. And
I would die to be a fucking camera watching you sing to Demi Lovato in the car.
Showtime's got plenty of footage. When they would say turn off the radio, I turned it on. I was ready to rock and roll.
That's why it didn't air.
So, letting you know, I love her music, Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
Now, she has fans called Loveratos or something like that.
Loveratos.
And it's a big deal because she came from Disney.
Mm-hmm. They all came from Disney.
She went to rehab.
They all went to rehab.
She is now X Factor host.
They're all X Factor hosts.
And she has #1 albums out right now, which is doing really well. Yeah. And she's going to play Naya Rivera, who's Big Sean's girl.
Yeah.
And the love of my life sometimes. Love interest on Glee. That's going to be hot.
Yeah. Glee has done well with tying in their celebrities and their gays, and they really have. That's what they're known for now. They've created that.
The creator's a big homo.
Yeah, I mean, it's a homo show. If you're going to be on it, be prepared. You're going to be gay for a day. So
pretty much.
You know, Demi, good for you.
I think what I like about this, being the only lesbian on this show, besides Kristen.
Yeah, okay.
What I like about this is that they break stereotypes, and what I like about Glee is that they have these little cheerleader cute girls that are lesbians.
Yeah.
And it's cute.
Well, not all lesbians are not cheerleader looking. Most of the cheerleaders at your school, just so you all know, they are lesbians. So
all of them are.
Give them a few years, and they'll be like, "Oh man, remember the slumber party? I loved having you over."
All of them are lesbians.
Yeah, because that's how it works.
All right. Well, we got to talk about your bipolar situation here.
Listen, everybody. Everyone knows I'm bisexual, bipolar. I'm all kinds of bi, and this relationship and this marriage is the most bipolar marriage on earth. So Michael Douglas, Catherine Zeta-Jones, she's been public about being bipolar. She's been dealing with a lot of
and he's public about being old balls.
He's old balls. She's bipolar. No, you know, that's a lot going on in a family. And she's been in and out of rehab. Well, there's been all this controversy if they've split up. They announced that they were splitting up. And then he's had his ring on. Okay. And he's doing interviews, though. And someone recently asked him, what's going on with you guys? And he goes, I have my ring on. That's my wife.
He's a Deb. They interviewed him. Yeah. And I wanted to slap him through the TV because they said, is there trouble at home?
I saw this, yeah.
And he says, there's trouble with the press.
Yeah.
Oh, you just announced you're separated, you dick.
So you announced it, then you wear your ring. People are confused. She's walking out of a church trying to find God. This is a confusing...
And you know he's a sex addict.
Okay, so maybe that would probably trigger...
He's a sex addict.
Her stuff.
And back in the day, before he got with Catherine Zeta-Jones, who I think was way out of his league, but their kids are really cute. I go by the kids.
Always by the kids?
The kids are cute.
Yeah.
They're okay. But Michael Douglas is, like, annoying.
He's just old.
I mean, it's like, give it up, dude. You're not Jack Nicholson, bro.
Yeah, give it up.
The only one that can act like that is Jack Nicholson.
No, Clint Eastwood now.
No, him too.
No, Clint Eastwood's
They need to go.
They need to have an old man's club, and they all need to just, you know.
We're talking about these old fools.
These old fools have these hot young women, and anyways, poor girl is in church, coming out of church, doesn't know what to do. No one knows if they're married or not. No one knows if they're going to stay together. So.
I could care less about them. I need to talk about something that's really important.
Okay, which is big boobs and beautiful women.
Number one model.
Yes.
Right now, who won the Model of the Year award, whatever the hell that is
what an honor!
Hey,
Jesus!
I'll give you an award.
God, I was Model of the Year.
Kate Upton, was said to be the number one Model of the Year, and she's doing Vogue covers and
she's on the cover of Elle magazine right now. She's on the cover of Vogue. They have her very Marilyn Monroe, and the whole thing is about how she is this young model, and she's done interviews pretty much saying she's curvy, and she goes, this is my body, I'm not starving myself.
She's got bitties,
boobs, ass, thighs. She's a good looking girl.
I like it.
Yeah, she was
I'm all
originally
for it.
Sports Illustrated.
But I hate to say this, models of the world out there, you will never compete. Repeat this.
Repeat after me.
You will never compete with the 90s models that all showed up in George Michael's video.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
You have Christy Turlington, Linda Evangelista,
Cindy Crawford,
and the most beautiful Naomi Campbell. You can't touch them.
They will forever be the epitome of what supermodels are.
Always.
They are the most gorgeous.
And here's the best thing ever.
They're the most gorgeous.
To this day. They're still on commercials and they're still doing it.
And they still look beautiful. And I mean, I know we have to move on. It is Fashion Week this week. All the models are out there, and it's, you know, everyone's in New York right now because they're doing Fashion Week, but all the models you see on the runways, and there's a change right now. There is a shift. I have to say this, reverting back to the 90s. We went through and Kate Moss is one of my favorite models of all times, but we went through our wave stage. It went Twiggy, and then it went into, it was Marilyn, you know, and then it was like Twiggy, and then it was the 90s models that actually like could wear a bikini and have curve and look sexy.
And they still look good.
You can't put a bikini on a stick and say that that's sexy. So you had to have a woman with curves.
You could put a stick in a bikini.
You could do that. Absolutely. You could find one. But then what they did is they went back to that really waist skinny thing. Times change. Just like fashion comes back around, so does what everybody thinks is beautiful.
Yes, and Kate that's why I lasted through all these years.
Kate is bringing that curviness back, and ultimately what you're going to start seeing, there's a new model agency that just came out, was talking that they have models now that they're bringing out and putting out there for work that are of all shapes and sizes. Not a plus size model, not that. It just all shapes and sizes.
But you have a lot of campaigns like the Dove campaign that has the bigger girls and does all, you know, do it.
But you're going to start seeing, and she's bringing it back. It won't last that long. We'll go back to our starving models again eventually. But for right now, you are going to start seeing a lot of models with some curve, very sexy, very voluptuous.
At the end of the day,
Scarlett Johansson looking.
I like Kate Upton. She's awesome. What made her famous was becoming the supermodel on the cover of Sports Illustrated. And then from there, she just shot up to fame. She's very young. So
she's young, but she's a good role model in the sense that she is out. She's talking to people.
And she verbally says that.
She goes, "This is who I am. Yeah, I'm not starving myself."
She verbally says that. Yeah. But a lot of models have said that, and they're throwing up in the corner.
But they look like they are.
So, you know.
But they look like they are.
At least we know she's like looks healthy.
I'm all about the like little bit to grab on and like the healthy models coming back.
Lord.
I am. I think it's sexy. I do. I think she looks great. Her face isn't that great, but her body's hot.
I think she's gorgeous.
I could do without.
I like her face.
I could do without.
I like her pinup look kind of thing.
It's a cool Marilyn-ish, like sexy.
But I also like the way she was in the cover of Sports Illustrated, where she was just kind of like stripped down to her core.
I love how your voice softened when you talked about almost a naked woman.
I know.
Stripped down.
I try to keep it sexy.
Okay, speaking of women, speaking of you, what is your weekly dating advice?
My weekly dating advice is, when you're intoxicated, don't buy plane tickets for people.
Debbie, I brought this up with you at the beginning of the show.
I'm just saying.
Do you regret it?
No, I'm talking about other people.
Okay.
I'm just saying, when I do it, it's an adventure.
Here's the thing.
When you do it, you end up broke.
Most people out there can't purchase a ticket when they're drunk like that.
Why?
So, because they may not have the funds to just buy any girl they want a ticket to where they're going.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
But I was prepared the next morning.
Okay.
As I woke up from my slumber, and she was next to me to say, "Whoa, we made a mistake," and I just credit it back to my.
Here's what happens when we are drunk and we fall for people and we.
I wasn't really drunk. I was just a little adventurous.
Adventurous. Okay, but I've done this too, and you know who I'm talking about. I've fallen for somebody and had to leave the next day somewhere and been like, I don't want to separate. Why don't you just fly and meet me there, or I'll fly and meet you there? Okay, I've done it and watched that happen. You've done it.
No, mine is different. What I do is I try to explore other avenues.
I love how she justifies a drunken credit card
of dating. And for me, it was a nice night out. I knew what my weekend was going to entail.
You knew you were.
And I wanted some female company that was guaranteed.
You are guaranteed female company wherever you land, Rose Garcia. That is not true.
LA caliber.
Because you have had.
I was going to Oklahoma.
Oh, Oklahoma. Did you hear that? Did you?
No, Oklahoma has hot girls, but I wanted to bring some like guaranteed.
You have never left Oklahoma without getting Oklahoma girls.
No, that's not true. I haven't hooked up with an Oklahoma girl. I've taken people there. Okay. I took your friend last time, and I took this girl this time.
So you always bring a piece of LA with you?
I always bring a piece of LA with me. The only city that I don't
is New York.
Is New York City.
You never bring
too many pieces out there. Too many pieces in New York City. I think when I go to New York City, I can't go back to that Harlem apartment. My Harlem apartment is now been compromised. I gotta find the new one.
I can't. Anyways, you guys, that's our dating advice. That is our breaking news. Everybody follow, what is it?
FITTID tomboy.com. Everything is eyes, even tomboy. Even the tomboy.
Get online, purchase your tickets, get to the fashion show. Follow
September 28th at the Metropolitan at 5 p.m. We want to see you there.
Follow Romi and Rose on Twitter at the Romi and Rose Show, and be safe.
Don't be safe.
Don't drink and drive.
Drink and drive.
Don't buy your girls plane tickets.
Don't do that. That's
Any
my
other
advice
for the weekend?
Take your vitamins. Don't make out.
Where did that come from? Take your vitamins.
Don't make out with people who are coughing hysterically or who have the sniffles, because
if you see Rose Garcia out this weekend, put a mask on and run. Happy Friday, everybody. We love you.
We love you.
I love my chick. I love you, baby. 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 My lady never lets me down.